Welcome back to Northwest Cooks. I'm Nick Miles, and I'm here with Jeremiah Morris from the Cadillac Cafe. Thanks to Cisco for bringing him to us, and we've made a couple of dishes already. We have started on our blueberry vinaigrette and made that for our salad, which is coming up in this segment. But we've also made the famous mac and cheese, which comes out of the Cadillac Cafe. Now, one more time, where are you guys located?
We are located at 1801 Northeast Broadway in Portland, Oregon.
And the finest breakfast and lunch food to be had.
Finest to be had.
Excellent.
For sure.
All right. What's the next dish we're going to make?
Now we're gonna cook our pork for our pork apple sandwich.
Okay. So you have some ingredients here. Let's go through this. This is for the rub, right?
Correct. So we got a little bit of olive oil.
Okay.
Throw in there. We got some paprika. Put in there. We got some kosher salt. We're gonna put in there. We got some cumin. We're gonna put in there. We got some Dijon mustard we're going to put in there.
A little bit of the French influence there.
Yep. We got some curry we're going to put in there. We got Chinese 5-spice we're putting in there. And then molasses. This is going to give it a nice, dark, rich taste.
Thick and sugary.
Thick and sugary.
All right, so we mix it up into sort of a rub.
Into like a paste, yeah. Now we got our rub. And you can rub this the night before if you like. It's fine.
Okay, so how do we just...
So we put it on there very generous.
All right.
Then make sure we just cover the whole thing, rub it in.
All that spicy goodness. And that's going to sort of crystallize a little bit on the outside with that molasses, but it's also going to cook into the meat as well.
Correct. And then we're going to sear it.
All right.
And the reason we're going to sear it is to lock in those juices.
Is that about enough oil?
That's plenty. And the thing with this, you want it to be hot again as well. So when you put that pork in there, you want it to sizzle. Okay, I think it's about ready now.
All right, so we just put in our pork, and oh, look at that, it's sizzling. All right, now some of that color is actually coming off in there. This takes about how long to cook?
Well, we're just gonna sear it all the way around, and then once it's done, we're gonna preheat the oven to 375. We're gonna throw it in for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And now you always want to probe it too. Make sure you got the temperature right, because you don't want to eat raw pork.
Absolutely. So while we cook the meat, we're gonna sear it on both sides and then put it in the oven. It's time for this week's mixology. Welcome to our mixology segment. We are at Belly Timber, which is on Hawthorne, and we're with Bradley. And Bradley, you're going to make something with the Indio Spirits blood orange infused vodka called an orange mingus, right?
Yes, that's right. We're going to start by chilling our martini glass down a little bit with some ice, a little water. Then we get on to the mixing. I'm going to start with a little Aperol, which is an Italian liqueur. Has some nice little grapefruit notes. I'm going to use about a ½ ounce.
Now, if anybody wants Aperol, they can presumably get it from their local liquor store.
I believe so. Shouldn't be terribly hard to find. Then I'm going to take some elderflower liqueur. I'm going to go 7/8 ounce elderflower liqueur. Then I'm going to take some of this Indio blood orange vodka. I'm going to do 1 1/4 ounce. Blood orange vodka, and exactly 1 splash, about 3/4 of an ounce of orange juice. Get a little shaking going on. Go ahead and set that over there. Dump our martini glass.
And while Bradley is pouring that out, I'll tell you, you can get the recipe and all the ingredients from our website. A little bit of orange to garnish it off.
And that's it. Just something to look at while you're drinking.
The orange mingus. All right, so we actually have some pork that we cooked up earlier ready to go. So we're going to put our sandwich together, Jeremiah?
Yes, sir. We're going to put it together.
Sandwich time.
Okay, first thing to do, we're going to get the apples going, because we want to cook those down just a little bit.
This is the man that does his fruit the way I like it, fried.
Yeah. A little bit of butter. We're going to put the apples in. And then a pinch of cinnamon and nutmeg. Maybe a little bit more.
All right.
And we're just going to allow those to cook down in there. Okay, so we got that going.
Butter side down on your bread.
Correct, and we're going to throw some Gorgonzola cheese on
this
there.
side of the bread?
On both sides of the bread. That'll be fine. While you're doing that, I'm going to cut up this green onion here. I'm going to throw a little bit of that on there.
I'm cheesing the bread here. Tell me if I'm doing too much.
No, that's beautiful. And a little bit of green onions. We'll throw them on both sides as well. Our apples are ready to roll. We're going to throw our pork on here to give it a little bit of extra heat.
Freshen up on the grill.
Correct.
Nice apples. And I see the Gorgonzola starting to run into the bread here.
Correct.
Oh.
Flip the pork to get it hot on both sides. Beautiful. And anytime you're cooking on a flat top like this, you know, if you want to speed up the heat or make sure you get it heat all the way through, you can throw a little bit of water on there. It's going to steam it, and it's going to bring the temperature up really quick. So we'll take our apples out. We'll be generous with these too, you know. It's going to, the apples with the Gorgonzola really come together nicely. Beautiful. Yeah, and if you come down to the Cadillac Cafe, you'll also notice we have a 1961 Cadillac that's in there, a convertible pink. It's absolutely beautiful. If you're a fan of Cadillacs, you would very much appreciate that.
All right, my friend.
So let's close it up.
We're closing up the sandwich now.
Beautiful. Give it a little nice little tap, and then there we go.
All right, so this can go on our plate here. Now we have the salad ready made.
Yes, we have this, it's just right here. We have a mixed greens here. We got some julienne cut zucchini. We got some matchstick size jicama. Some shredded carrots. And some red cabbage. And here at the Cadillac Cafe, we call this our 4 points.
Excellent. Now we a little bit of dressing right over it.
Some of that lovely fresh blueberry dressing.
Look at that. All right. This looks like it's almost ready to eat. We'll be back on Northwest Cooks with everything we've made today, and Jeremiah from the Cadillac Cafe.